Hi everyone, I'm Aisha. I'm an engineer here at Frappe, and I've been working on HRMS, primarily the payroll module, for close to 9 months now with my colleague Smita. And in the upcoming update for payroll, we have tried our best to include the features which have been asked for quite some time. And we have tried our best to keep things as transparent and flexible as possible so that HR users can accommodate different business use cases. So at first, we have managing overtime payouts, which I hope will not be used a lot. But yeah, this has been requested and talked about for a long time, and it is here now. And let's see how we can go about it. So we start by configuring an overtime type wherein you can enter all details that you want, whether it be the number of hours you want to allow per day and how you want the overtime earnings to be calculated. It could be a dynamic amount based on the employee's salary or a fixed hourly rate. We also have a multiplier section wherein if you want to handle different scenarios like pay out a higher amount for a weekday or a holiday, that can also be handled. Now, so as to pay out overtime earnings for a period, you can create an overtime slip, but if you want to avoid the manual process, you can choose to include this within the normal payroll process by enabling that in the settings. So when you're processing salary, you have the option to create and submit overtime slip, and as a result, the system ensures that as per the check-in logs, we calculate the overtime amounts and it is paid out in the next payroll cycle, right? Next, we have employee benefits. So now handling of employee benefits is much, much better now. Let's see. So we start by configuring the different flexible benefit components you want to avail for the employee. So we have different payout methods here wherein so as to accommodate different scenarios. You can choose the apt one. We now also have a new component which is salary accrual. So if you want to build up a certain amount or accrue it each payroll cycle, you can choose to do so and pay it out as and when required. And so once that is assigned to the employees, all the accrued benefits will be logged into the system each month as and when payroll is processed. So as we know, accrued earnings are not immediately paid out, so we need a proper method to track it, which is why we have introduced employee benefit ledger to keep track of all such needs. So all the details like whether or not it's a normal flexible benefits or an accrual component, everything is logged. A better way to view this is through the accrued earnings report, wherein you can see in one glance the total amount which is accrued, total payout, whatever is pending to be paid out, etc. Right? And if it's a normal accrual component, you can immediately record payout by clicking on create additional salary and ensure that the employee gets the amount as in like in the upcoming payroll cycle. Now, yeah, next is loss of pay correction. Huge thanks to Chanel from Hybro Labs for contributing towards contributing a big part of this feature. So mistakes happen sometimes, right? So we need a way to correct it to ensure that employees are fairly compensated. Say, for example, an employee received a lesser salary due to an a mistakenly entered check-in log or an absent day that has been marked mistakenly. We can correct it through the payroll correction doc type, wherein once we choose the employee and the month you want to enter the correction for, all the missing details are fetched, and it ensures that in the next month or the next payroll cycle, employee is fairly compensated. Next is that we support multi-currency and expense claims. Say, for example, you claimed an employee claimed an advance from the company in Indian rupee, but you want to create a claim against it in a different currency, that can also be done. Also, any difference in say exchange rate, any loss or gain caused due to exchange rate is also taken care of. And this was done by my colleague Rahil. Yeah, that's it.